Okay, the Two of Pentacles is the situation, the underlying energy. Underneath that, you have the Ten of Pentacles. That's amazing. I feel like right here, it's not necessarily making a decision because there's really not a lot of choices to make. I feel like right now you're definitely taking a closer look at the practical aspects of your life, not necessarily looking at your emotions, but I feel like right now things have been kind of, I mean, this passion is what's driving you more so towards looking at the practical. For some of you guys, it may be that this practicality, this practicality is saving you from having to experience any emotional craziness. I think at the same time, especially since we're in Libra season, there may be this like ability to, or this feeling of having to detach from things at this moment, so that way you can make practical decisions. Because if you think about your partner, you're gonna get excited. Okay, excited, happy, just want to jump up and scream, and then forget about the task at hand, which is trying to build something long term potentially. But you already have it. You've already established a very committed relationship with this individual. So yay! Congratulations. Let's go with this love thing, okay? Now, but ultimately, right? This talks about distraction. Now, distraction depending on the distraction, it could be very good, right? Sometimes you may need to look at the practical instead of it letting your emotions just kind of dictate everything. But at the same time, you don't want to shut your emotions out completely. Now, this can also talk about harmony, balance, and control. Well, harmony, balance, pretty much. Not necessarily on the control aspect, but keeping things balanced. Because this is somebody juggling two pentacles. This is juggling two aspects. So there's a lot of things that this card can mean, and usually this reading will tell us. But there's a lot to kind of go over with this. Now, the beginning, the heart of the reading, the challenge is the Fool. Some of you guys are starting a new beginning. All of you guys are starting something new. It's crazy. It's exciting, and it's definitely something totally nothing to worry about. The thing that's crossing you is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles in the crossing energy is very interesting because I don't think this person is unreliable. The King of Pentacles is good at being reliable, but I don't think this person's capable of stopping work. Not because he doesn't want to stop working, but more so that he feels that he has a responsibility to the people he loves to maintain certain lifestyle, structure, way of living. You know what I mean? Like, this person is like, well, I have a family, I have this, and I want to provide for them, and I like providing for them. Now, this person could be very career-oriented and don't know how to shut off the work stuff. But I feel like at the same time, this person feels super duper and uber responsible for everything. Now, the thing here is, it's kind of hard to do something free, be carefree and start something new when you feel like you've got a ton of responsibilities to take care of. And that's the thing with the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing the situation. You're trying to keep balance. But there is this, you're trying to manage responsibilities here. You know what I'm saying? So, there could be that at the same time, though, right? I do feel like this is still just maintaining balance. This is still not necessarily like any issue here, because the King of Pentacles could also be that you're starting something new as a committed individual. You're starting something new, connected and more solid and more grounded than you were in the beginning. I mean, you in this now for sure. It's like you're starting a new beginning as a married woman or man, or you're starting a new beginning as a dedicated girlfriend or boyfriend, or whoever, right? You're coming into this, you're starting a new beginning with exploring the freedoms of being within a relationship, being in a committed connection. I love this in the foundation, though, the Magician. You have everything that you need to do what you need to do what you want to do to manifest whatever it is that you wanted. And I feel like y'all got what you were manifesting. And I feel like you guys are very happy about this as well, considering that this is, you got the Queen of Cups there, which is not necessarily, in your energy, because you would come up more as kings for me, but it still would indicate to me that there, you have, this is something that you wanted. This is really, really good. You were manifesting, you got somebody in your life, and this is a really good beginning to start. Now, in the present, you have the Three of Pentacles. I like this here too. This is talking about looking out for the future, planning ahead. Really seeing how the future will look with you and this individual. And you, what do you see? What do you see with this dedication, with this commitment, with the King of Pentacles there? You have the Four of Wands. I swear, like, the Four of Wands talks about a higher place of commitment. Okay. It talks about a higher place of commitment. It talks about stability. This is a very, very celebratory energy. And you know what? It's almost like you guys can see marrying this individual. You can see moving into a very high, a higher level of relationships with this person. If you're only just dating, if you're not in a relationship with anybody. Now, for those of you that don't probably have anybody in your life right now, this could be like you are trying to see what the future would look like if you were, if you were to meet someone like this. I feel like if you're going to start a relationship, you're doing it right by starting out as being the King of Pentacles. How? Because you're tapping into your 7th house energy, which is Taurus, and you're grounded, you're stable, you are dedicated and committed. I totally don't see anything negative about this reading, and I don't want to be honest with you. I mean, the only thing that I would say is that be careful that work doesn't become too overbearing, because the relationship is built on the fundamentals of emotion. You build by influence of emotion here. The Four of Wands doesn't get here without love, without emotion, without feeling. Don't let the practical aspects be the main focus of this relationship, of course. And you've got it golden, family. You really do. Trap of cards over here. Now, your goal and ambition is the Ace of Pentacles, which I totally love. I just love this because this is bam, bam, bam. Like, this is all like potential marriage here. This Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning towards something that's going to be, that has the potential to be stable, solid. It also has the potential to lead you to something that can build a legacy, like a marriage, like generations. Like, it is so amazing. New beginning, the Fool. And it's just like, you could start something so amazing and, do something so amazing within your love lives right now. And you feel it. That's the better part, right? That's the amazing part about it. It's not that you can, and I could totally see it happening, but it's that you feel it, because that's way more important than a reading telling you that you can do it. Because a reading can't really tell you when you're going to do something when you can. But it's when you feel that you can do it, when you feel that you can manifest, when you feel like this is going to be what I want, this is how I'm going to make it. This is mine. This is how I believe. That is better to me than a reading telling me that you have the potential to get to a certain place, because there is nothing stopping you. The future will always be what you want it to be, as long as you have the right attitude. And I feel like y'all do. Because in your external energy, you have the Queen of Cups. Plan the future with someone that you love. The Queen of Cups is someone that you love, or this could be you in love. Someone that's very much in their feelings. But you're also being very observant at this moment, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very passive energy. She's not looking at things just, to not do stuff. She's very observant. She doesn't do things to watch, to hear, to feel. She's the experiencer in a way. Queen of Wands, she's more of the doer and the experiencer, but I feel like the Queen of Cups is the ultimate experiencer. What do you mean by that? Well, she will listen, she will feel. Like, she will remain still to listen to the vibrations of the earth. And she will also allow herself to be in tune with the angels from above. That's sort of lingo. Like, she's attuned to her intuition. And I like that. This person could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. Another person that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or this could be that the person that you're connecting with is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person is screaming earth energy to me because of the triple, or the 1, 2, 3, the quadruple Pentacles energy, but it doesn't have to be that way. It could be this is somebody that you know is super solid, and you know is definitely that values you, you value them. It's a beautiful balance of both. Now, your outcome, which I love as well, is the Ace of Wands, and you know how much I love this card. Why do I love this card? Well, because it's a new beginning, it's a new journey, it's a new exciting path opening, a door opening, and these two are standing right next to each other, and that's just saying amazing things. And the fact that the Four of Wands is in the future here, this talks about a new beginning of expansion. This is an expanding period. This is an expanding time. You're just moving up and up and up, and I don't see you falling at all because of your determination and your willingness to make this relationship work, and not to force it or anything, but because it feels right. Everything feels right, Scorpio. Everything. The biggest test will be during this Venus retrograde, and this is why it's so important for you to recognize the emotional aspects is the most important, and the connection and the communication and the things like that. All the healthy aspects in this relationship is maintained during that during Libra season while Venus goes retrograde, because this is going to be the huge test of whether or not you and your partner can stand the test of time, which I believe you can, because Scorpio, there's nothing that you can't do, that you can't that you put your mind to. There's nothing you can't do. And guys, please remember that the King and Queens in this deck, or in this spread, does not indicate specific genders. There are a lot of non-binary individuals that watch these readings, so you please apply the energies that are according to the energies expressed, which is feminine, masculine, water, earth, other, right? As I stated before. Let your friends help you. Well, the Three of Pentacles is where that would pretty much come in. The Three of Pentacles has people helping them build a legacy, build a path, build a future, or at least, most importantly, making plans for the future. Not necessarily taking action in a way, but in a way, it kind of is. Magic happens in threes, am I right, family? So, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. The King of Pentacles is very independent as a person anyway, and the Queen of Cups is super supportive in her own right, but she may not do things physically, but she will give you that emotional support that you're looking for. Some of y'all, you may just need some emotional support. I don't know. And also, guys, you had worth waiting for underneath the card. I don't know if you're waiting on somebody or waiting for somebody to come back to connect with, or to someone, maybe someone's away at this moment and you're kind of waiting to see or hear back from them to make plans. But let your friends help you. That talks about allowing people to pitch in to do the work. Don't feel like you have to take on everything, juggling too much. Allow, divvy up the responsibilities if need be, especially if you're in a partnership now. The benefits of being in a relationship is that you don't have to have all of that on your load. You can help people. You can have people help you. And I'm sure this person that's in you, that loves you as much as they're showing, will be happy to. And I understand it's more like if you would want them to, but still, don't do it by yourself if you don't have to. And if it's going to burn you out and pull you away from enjoying the moment. All right, let's see what the wisdom of the Oracle says, because I was interested to hear. Whoa. And you have Treasure Island. This is see, I was just oh my God, Scorpio, I can't even deal with you right now. You're making me happy, and I wish I was a Scorpio at this moment right now. She's like, what are you then? I'm a Libra. Scorpio, you have Treasure Island from the wisdom of the Oracle, and that talks about tasting prosperity. I'm kidding. Actually, it's not necessarily tasting prosperity. It's law of attraction. The X marks the spot. You know where your treasure is. You know where the treasure lies. You have a map and you know where to go and dig up the Holy Grail. Pretty much being the rich guy over here and crossing the Fool. This is you guys. You know where the riches are, and therefore you can feel enriched in yourself to know that you have the capabilities in the directions in the whereabouts to go about making this and digging this treasure up and making it your own. What do I mean by that? You know what it takes to make you happy. You know what makes you happy. You know how to get there. All you have to do is follow the steps. And what are these steps, right? You haven't set any directions, Sia. Well, probably, hey, listen to me. I can tell you what. The direction is being in the moment, connecting with the energies around you and being, and being yourself. It's like, how is that going to help me get to where I want to be? Simple. If you become someone you're not, you may end up jeopardizing your whole mission, your whole plan. You may be going against the grain, going against the instructions, and may end up losing where the treasure is altogether. But if you stay in the moment and you just, stay in the moment. If you want to plan ahead, but most importantly, just being yourself, doing the best that you can here. You know what I'm saying? You will be able to manifest anything in the world. I believe it. Okay? But you have to believe. You have to, not necessarily have to believe, because you already believe. This is done. You just got to follow the steps now. You just got to just walk the plank. No, don't walk the plank. Excuse me. Follow the map. Follow the directions on the map. There's no riddles. You understand it. The treasure is yours if you want it. So now it's all about taking the steps, committing to those steps, and moving forward. Y'all got one bomb reading. I love it. I love it. It's the bomb.